Now that we have the basic shapes finished, I'm going to go in and optimize the geometry. So as I showed you earlier, um, what I do with a polygon that's got 5 points in it like this one does, we go in and remove some to create a 4-point polygon. So we're just going to continue on and remove all of those. Then we adjust the geometry around it. Now back here you can see that there's some extra geometry that we'll get rid of. So by selecting this entire line, we're able to simplify the back of the head quite a bit. So now we'll just go in and merge all of those points. And then we go back in and do a little bit of point editing. So we're just taking a look at the little neck and the back of the head, smoothing things out just a bit. Now in the front, I really don't like this line of points along here that goes in the forehead. So what we're going to do is just go in and remove them. I really don't think they're necessary, but I stuck them in to kind of work on the forehead. And now that we've done that, there's one other area that I want to work on, and that's here in the middle of the forehead. There's a lot of geometry that needs to be cleaned out. Some other adjustments that need to be made are to the nose. And these aren't really polygon reduction, but instead the nose is very wide. So we're just going to reposition it a bit. Kind of what makes 3D modeling fun. So after we slide it in, we're going to go in and scale it, make it so that this wall is a little bit thinner. And then move it in a little bit more. Now also the center divider, center wall of the nose needs to be thinned out, but we'll do that later. Now, as we saw before, the lips were also still in need of a little bit more work. That comes from when we were doing the smooth tests earlier. So like we did early on in these tutorials, we select the entire mouth and then go back and remove the points that are on the dividing line. That way we maintain our nice crisp edge. So when we mirror the mesh, we won't have any problems. So now we just go back in and fix some of these little areas that we kind of corrupted a bit as we rescaled the mouth. And there's, along here on the inside, what I did was I paused briefly and then fixed these edges right along that follow this line. And now we're just fixing the dimple underneath the nose. So after we finish all of these little adjustments, we're pretty much just about ready to go on and work on the rest of the body. There's still a few other adjustments that we'll make, but I think the head is just about finished. You can see on the brow and forehead some other work that needs to be done.